What's good with it, gang? It's your boy Big Mo. Y'all know how we do it. Shit, I got another reaction video for y'all. It's on Gillie responding to Hassan Campbell for Gillie sacrificing his son. But shit, let's get straight to it though.
Me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Gillie responding to Hassan Campbell's claims of him sacrificing his son for his $100 million podcast deal. But before we begin, I just wanted to remind my Patrons that I just released a new Patreon exclusive on the names associated with Jeffrey. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go watch it after this one. You can find the link to that video in the comment section or in the description of this video. Thank you all. Now let's get right into it. Have you ever asked yourself, why does it seem like so many celebrities tend to lose close friends or family members right before they make it to the next level? Many others and I have noticed celebrities tend to lose a mother, best friend, brother, or even a child right before they sign a life-changing deal that brings them big money, fame, and power. It's hard to look at this pattern and not wonder why it always happens to so many of the biggest celebrities right before reaching superstardom. This has led people to wonder if these deaths were somehow connected to the celebrity gaining their new fame and fortune. Were these artists being forced to pay a dark price for their success and fame? Were these deaths somehow sacrifices that were made by these celebrities to be granted entrance into Hollywood? Most people don't believe in this idea of people sacrificing others for success. They think it's all made up nonsense by people who are just jealous of celebrities' success because they can't achieve it themselves. In a way, I understand why most people can't wrap their heads around ritual sacrifices, as it sounds so far-fetched. Most people nowadays don't even believe in God, let alone the devil. So how could they believe celebrities are sacrificing souls to the devil for fame and fortune when they don't even think he exists? The thing is, if you pay close attention to Hollywood, you can start to notice a pattern. Patterns like this are usually an indicator of something behind the scenes taking place. These patterns might not be 100%.
I don't get it, guys. Like, y'all think it's a coincidence that all of them are throwing up these signs and all that shit, doing this shit over your lips, doing that. Y'all are just so fucking slow. Y'all need to wake the fuck up.
Definitive proof of
I've been on this shit since I was 12 years old, man. I've been woke, man. Y'all niggas need to wake the fuck up. We got fucking older people that ain't even fucking woke. Gospel music, shit. They're doing the same shit.
Industry sacrifices, but they are an indication of the possibility. While these theories of ritual sacrifices are usually made by those outside of the industry, on some rare occasions, we hear celebrities on the inside make claims that industry sacrifices are being made. I have played this clip of Kanye West multiple times, admitting his mom was a sacrifice for the industry just like other celebrities.
Mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
Kanye admitted this himself, saying confidently his mom was a sacrifice. Another clip I played on here a few times was a clip of A$AP Rocky admitting he mysteriously lost people every time he went to put out a new project.
Every time I put out an album, or every time I'm about to release an album, for some strange reason, man, I always lose somebody close to me. My pops, it was Jans, my sister, like, I always lose somebody close to me, you know, feel like, you know, some crazy, like, jinxes, without being superstitious or just paranoid. Like, take a toll, like,
Rocky is admitting what Kanye was admitting in a different way. He had to make sacrifices to get what he wanted. Some of these people have been telling us the entire time. It's just most people aren't listening. I have made videos on Eminem and his best friend Proof. In my opinion, it seems to me that Proof could have been Eminem's sacrifice. If we look at Eminem's music video for Toy Soldiers, it literally showed Proof being taken out in the exact same way he was taken out not much later, right before Eminem had his major comeback. The pattern speaks for itself if you ask me. These celebrities are being forced to make an offer in order to make it to a certain level of success.
But Eminem, he already came out and said he sold his soul. I give him his credit. I mean, shit, at least he come out and said that shit. I mean, how I found out he sold his soul, because he was in a fucking tub with just blood in it, naked. Like, yeah, that's some Rihanna and all them kind of people type shit. But yeah, that's how I found out.
Success and fame.
They gave me the proof.
No matter how crazy and unreal that sounds, it's the truth. This is why people have accused many celebrities of making sacrifices for years. One man who was recently accused of sacrificing a loved one was Gillie from the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. $1 Million Worth of Game is one of the biggest podcasts today in hip-hop culture. In October 2022, Gillie and his co-host Wallow signed a deal with Barstool's worth an estimated $100 million, making it one of the biggest podcast deals ever. It was a massive level up for Gillie, who was previously a rapper who was never able to reach real success in the music industry. While many people were celebrating Gillie and Wallow for signing this new deal, Hassan Campbell had a different reaction. For those who don't know, Hassan Campbell is a YouTuber and one of Africa Bambaata's alleged victims. Africa Bambaataa is one of the founding fathers of hip-hop who was discovered to be a monster later on. According to Hassan Campbell, Africa Bambaataa SA'd him when he was just a young boy. Hassan has come out many times and exposed Africa Bambaataa and the industry, and one of the things he exposed was the industry's connection to the occult, as he learned this from Africa Bambaataa. During one of his live streams, Hassan called out Gillie's son's passing as a sacrifice, claiming that Gillie offered up his son for his $100 million deal. Hassan pointed out the fact that Gillie seemed to be the opposite of excited while signing his life-changing deal, as he appeared to be crying.
You're not gonna make no $100 million deal. You're not gonna get no $100 million deal without sacrificing somebody. Shit, Whitney Houston, shit, she had the highest fucking deal. That was a $100 million deal. See where her and daughter, you see where her and her daughter is at, right? Shit.
Look how fast life goes on. Did y'all watch the video? I didn't have enough time to get the video. Go find the video where Gillie and Wallow signed a check for the $100 million. Why was Gillie crying like that? Why was he crying like somebody just died? When he signed that check for $100 million, Gillie wasn't crying like I'm happy, yo, we made it. He was crying like somebody died. I dare you to find the video. I'm gonna say it again. When he cried like somebody died. You ever seen somebody get a $100 million check and cry like somebody passed away? Come on, man. I didn't come here to apologize to y'all.
Fuck
to them. Since it's about timing. Since they back to partying. I'm not coming with disrespect towards them. I'm coming with the truth. If you don't like it, log out.
I know that's
As
right.
you heard for yourself, Hassan called out Gillie, claiming he sacrificed his son. He pointed at Gillie's strange behavior for the occasion, as you would expect a different reaction from a man signing such a life-changing deal. To me, this reaction did seem rather odd, as Gillie, who was a rapper, is expected to have a more braggadocious reaction or at minimum excitement in his face. He signed this deal almost as if signing this deal would kill him or something. Could Gillie have done what many other celebrities seem to have done, paid the ultimate price for life-changing success? While I don't have a definitive answer as of yet, what I will say is that Gillie has been around the industry for a very long time, an industry that's run by the occult. Gillie was signed to a record company called Suave House Records that was under Universal Records early on. He was also associated with people like Lil Wayne and Birdman, two industry puppets I have done videos on. Gillie was in those industry rooms and most likely participated in those industry activities. Considering the fact that his son passed right after he signed this deal, it just so happens to match up with the pattern we have been talking about in this video. People also called out Gillie's behavior as strange after his son's passing, as he seemed to be partying and at club events. Gillie was in the industry for years and saw limited success. Years later, he managed to sign a massive deal, bigger than what most rappers see in their entire career, but lost his son just a few months later. You can't tell me that doesn't seem strange. A couple of days ago, Gillie finally responded to Hassan's claims, calling Hassan and everyone who believed what he said disrespectful, stating that Hassan only said this because he needed views and likes.
That is honestly one of the things that pisses me off the most. I mean, rest in peace, first and foremost, to your son, man. But when I see people online talking about, like, and I wouldn't even mention it if it wasn't getting thousands of likes. People are like, see, Illuminati sacrifice. That honestly makes me, my blood boil, that they would use a situation like that. That's like tragic.
He's gonna. I'm assuming he's gonna say no, it's not Illuminati, none of that shit, because that's what Illuminati people will tell you. I mean, that's what they're gonna tell you. Like, they always do it, and then years later, it gets proved. They get proved. Like, I mean, like, damn, bro, Shit gets proved.
Is y'all sitting around talking about the Illuminati, sacrifice, and all that dumb shit online.
What does he say? You get so good, they wish the devil on you.
Yeah.
It literally makes me so pissed off because it's so
The
disrespectful.
Illuminati came down North Philly, killed my son. Shut the fuck up. Goofy.
Positivity and love.
Yeah, it discredits your success on top of it. Not only is it's like you couldn't if it weren't for this.
Nigga talking like these young ass kids talking about you goofy. Nigga, you weird as fuck.
Brothers and sisters, they gotta see. Gotta see some dumb shit like that online. Trying to get views and likes.
As you heard for yourself, Gillie responded by calling out Hassan, saying that he was only disrespecting him for views and attention, and calls out everyone else that believes this theory to be true. Gillie tries to make it all seem so far-fetched, like if it doesn't happen in the industry. Hassan Campbell knows the truth about the industry, and so do I. All Hassan did was notice that Gillie's son's passing matched the pattern and brought it to people's attention. Why was Gillie crying when he signed the deal? Why did he look like he was gonna lose it all while signing a contract that would give him the world? What most people don't realize is occultists believe in duality and as above so below. Their gain comes at the loss of another. Gillie's son could have definitely been an industry sacrifice. While I'm not saying this is exactly what happened to Gillie's son, what I am saying is that it could be possible, as it is something that happens in the music industry. Kanye West admitted himself his mother was a sacrifice. You think a man would make that up about their own mother if it was a lie?
No.
Even more proof of industry sacrifices was the story of Gloria Velez, who was an industry model and video vixen that in her own words was supposed to get sacrificed. Gloria was around Death Row in the 90s and she was dating and was pregnant by Aaron Hall. Gloria has been online telling a story of a situation that happened to her when she was in the industry early on. She claims that she was supposed to be a sacrifice for her boyfriend at the time, Aaron Hall, stating that Aaron was being forced to make this sacrifice in order to get signed to Death Row. Also, claiming that the only reason she was spared was because Tupac saved her life and stopped it from happening.
Let's just go right into it. It's sacrifice. And I believe we all made sacrifices in life for our children, for our parents, you know, with our time, with our money. I mean, have you made sacrifices in your life?
Of course.
Yes. But today I really want to focus on sacrificing people who sacrifice people for gain, for money, for power, for celebrity status. And I believe that this is a touchy subject for a lot of people because people don't want to acknowledge that this does happen, that people sacrifice people for money and fame. And people are scared to. You know, I think it's time for people to talk about things that, you know, you don't want to talk about, but that's really happening. We have to face it today.
Sure.
So, yeah, let's get right into it, okay?
Absolutely.
So it's the year 1996. I am dating Aaron Hall. I am 17 years old and pregnant at the time, I know. We're actually in LA, and he was going to sign with Death Row Records. We were invited to a Mother's Day event, 1996, and all of Death Row family and friends were supposed to join. So Aaron said he had to go to a meeting. That's why he couldn't, you know, take me to get my hair and nails done. And it was an important meeting, and he couldn't miss it. So Pac's gonna hold me down. And then we met up with Aaron after I got my nails and, you know, hair done. We went to the hotel, and Aaron's extra, you know, stressed and pacing back and forth, and him and Pac start talking. So he's extra mean, extra, just everything. And I felt like there was something going on. It's more than just business. So to let you know, allegedly, when he was, you know, going to this meeting, he's kind of pleading for my life. You know, some of these people, to be down with the cause, you got to sacrifice people, was insane to me. And allegedly, they told him, you know, there come a dime a dozen of her. You know, she could be replaced. I don't care if she's pregnant. You can get a pretty young thing and it's no big deal. So allegedly, he said, no, I'll be damned. I'm not going to do that. I love her. So they went back and forth, and allegedly it was said, it's going to happen if you like it or not. So he buys me a white dress to go to the event. So I say this before we go into the venue. When he was pleading for my life and telling that, you know, he doesn't want nothing happening to me, but he's still taking me to the venue. You know, I went over this over and over in my head. Why would he take me? Why would he put a white dress on me? It's like, you know, dressing the lamb and giving her to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? We walk into the back of the venue. You know, I'm still have no idea. I'm oblivious to what's going on or what's going to happen or what they tend to do. This female, like, runs towards Aaron, and then he walks her halfway, grabs her, and they start talking, and they're in each other's face. So a 17-year-old's mind, you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm right? She's approaching, she's screaming, so I'm thinking, oh, I'm here, I'm pregnant. You know, so the mood changed. People started moving towards Aaron and I, men. And then I said, ooh, it felt eerie. I said, something's different. It's not, you know, your man hard, you feel something's wrong.
Right. Okay.
And then so I shut up quick. I like was looking at the room and seeing, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's really going on. Because I see the fear now in Aaron's face. Within the commotion and people started moving towards, and you see the dudes, Pac runs. He runs towards Aaron, grabs the girl, and says, nobody can touch her. Points to me. And he goes, she's family, she's Aaron's wifey. So Pac comes in and comes up to us and be like, you know, you guys are good. And looks at Aaron and says, don't stay long. Like dead up like that, don't stay long. Not knowing at that point he was my angel. He saved my life. Pac saved my life. And I'm grateful that he saved my life. And we said goodbye. And before we said goodbye and left, one of the demons came up to me and said, you're blessed. I mean, I was looking a demon in the eyes. You know, he was telling me that you almost got, and I felt it in my soul. You know, the setup allegedly was to make it look like a gang thing, you know, beat her up, you know, and leave me on the side of.
And that's what they do. That is what they do. It's like Young Thug baby mama, and they talking about she was acting ghetto and shit like that or whatever. It was like they make it look ghetto as fuck, but she got sacrificed in reality. Fuck how you feel about it. She got sacrificed.
The road stuff. So that's what allegedly they were supposed to do.
What was her purpose? The female.
To drag me out to start it off. Remember, it's all about a look. So it's got to look like gang related, grabbing up another girl, dragging her out of the venue, and then whatever.
As you heard for yourself,
Ratchet.
Gloria states that Aaron took her to an event for her to be sacrificed, claiming that he bought her a white dress to present her as an offering. She claims she was taken into the event and instantly met with aggression by people at the party. Right as things were going to go down, Tupac got in the middle of it and told them to leave her alone. According to Gloria, Tupac saved her as they were going to sacrifice her for Aaron's success in the industry. This woman, who was in the industry and saw the truth for herself, admits that she was almost a victim of the industry. She claims that those who were going to sacrifice her were going to make it look gang related so no questions would be asked. Just like what happened to Gillie's son. He was taken out in what people believe to be a gang.
Don't forget, guys, Tupac is a sellout too, so don't think he didn't sell out. Don't think he didn't sell out.
Related situation. Whether you want to believe it or not, sacrifice is the price for fame in the industry. This is the price of ultimate fame and success, a price that so many people have paid before and will continue to do. If you pay attention to the industry enough, you will notice when these things happen. Look at Metro Boomin's situation. His mother was taken out by her husband, who then took himself out right before Metro dropped his new highly successful album, Heroes and Villains, and even got to make the soundtrack for one of the biggest movies of 2023, Into the Spider-Verse. The pattern is clear to me. These people lose someone right before they level up. Sadly, so many people are blind to the truth and they don't understand what's really going on in the industry. I'm expecting Gillie to deny sacrificing his son, as who other than Kanye would admit they did this? If Gillie made this offering, we would never know, but his response doesn't change my mind at all. I, at this point in time, am uncertain about what happened to his son, but I will say the entire situation does seem strange. The main reason I don't say is what 100% happened is due to lack of proof. Besides the fact that he was crying while signing the deal and his son's passing happening so close to him signing the deal, there isn't much more to prove that this is the case. While I do see what Hassan is pointing out, I can't just take his word for it because he said it. I did my own research and I couldn't find nothing besides those few things. In other situations, there's so much evidence pointing to the ritual sacrifice. In this, there isn't. Either way, what happened to his son was terrible, and I hope he rests in peace and finds forgiveness. I want to know what you guys think below. What do you think actually happened? Did Gillie lose his son to the streets, or was this another situation of an industry sacrifice?
Well, it's your boy Big Mo, y'all. I'm out of here. Let's get to it.